Hi everyone, in this video we are going to revise lesson 1-6 for grade 6. We will use ratio reasoning to convert between customary unit of measurement. This lesson is basically about convert the units of measurement. Our requirement is to use the ratio reasoning as our unit going on is about ratio and rates. I will discuss two methods with you to convert the units of measurement here. Whichever you think is easy for you, you can pick that one for solving your questions. Mrs. Menry made 4.5 quarts of lemonade for a school party. How many fluid ounces of lemonade did she make? Here we are given with the quarts and we are going to convert the quarts to the fluid ounces. My dear students, sometime we cannot do a direct conversion. We need to follow some steps to convert one unit to another unit. In this case, there is no direct unit. If you look at the units provided to you in your textbook, we cannot convert quart to fluid ounces directly. What we will do first, we will convert the quarts to pints, then pints to cups, then cups to fluid ounces. So we will follow this way and then we will reach to our answer. First we have here 4.5. If 4.5, that means 4.5. So I will use 4.5 instead of 4.5. Now, as we know that one quart has 2 pins, so what ratio do we have now? 2:1. We are going to write pins first and then quarts 2:1. How many pins will be there for 4.5 quarts? Now, as we know that 1 multiplied by 4.5 gives you 4.5. So we will multiply 2 with 4.5. 2 multiplied by 4.5 gives you 9. 2 multiplied by 4.5 gives you 9. Now I'm going to use these 9 pins in the next step. Now I'm going to convert pins to cups. One pint has 2 cups. Again the ratio is 2:1. 2 cups over 1 pint. How many cups will be there when we have 9 pins? 9 one time is 9. So 2 multiplied by 9 gives me 18. So now I have 18 cups. Next step, cups to fluid ounces. We know that 1 cup has 18 fluid ounces. Sorry, 8 fluid ounces. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounce. So what ratio do I have now? 8:1, 8/1. And then I will convert it into convert the cups into fluid ounces. 18 one time, so you will multiply 18 times 8. What is 18 times 8? I will do here 18 multiplied by 8. 8 times 64. 4, 6 will go here. 8 1 times 8 plus 6, 14. So 144 fluid ounces. So our final answer is 144 fluid ounces. As I told you, I will solve the question with you with the two methods. Now here I'm going to use the direct method, like without making the ratio reasoning. Okay, directly we can solve it. Now this is the table in your book. Okay, so we will use this table to solve this question. Mrs. Menry made 4.5 quarts of lemonade for a school party. How many fluid ounces of lemonade did she make? Now look here, 1 quart, 2 pins, 1 pin, 2 cups, 1 cup, 8 fluid ounces. So this is the table we are going to use. Now if you are using this table, I'm going to tell you one shortcut. If you have like the ratios and the units are given and you're going upward, here see we are going upward. First we will go here, then here. You are going upward. When you are using this direction, you will multiply to get the new number. So what do we have in the beginning? I have 4.5. 4.5 means 4.5. So first I will multiply 4.5 with 2. It will give me 9. Now I will use this 9. Then I will multiply this 9 with 2 cups. So 9 times 2 will give me 18. I reach to cup. 1 cup is 8. How many will be there in 18 cups? 18 times 8, that is 144 fluid ounces. So this is our answer. Why I used that long reasoning before? Because that was the requirement of our lesson. Use ratio reasoning to convert between customary units. But this is also the correct way to get to the answer. A class walked 2.5 miles for a walkathon. How many yards did the class walk? So first we will see that 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Using this, we will write it as equivalent to ratio 5280 over 1. Then it will become 2.5. 1 will become 2.5 miles. It means we should multiply 5280 with 2.5. After multiplying, it will give us 13,200 feet. Now we will use these feet to convert it into yards. We know that 1 yard has 3 feet. So our ratio is 3 over 1. But when 1 became 13,200, so how many yards are there? So 3 feet became 13200. So we will do the opposite. We will divide 13200 to see how with which number should we multiply 1. So how you can do it? 13200 divided with 3. 3 4 times 12 minus 12. 4 times is 12. Here we are left with 2 zeros here and 2 zeros here, so that's why it became 4,400. So there are 4,400 yards in 2.5 miles. As I have told you, similarly we can solve this question with a different way. So here I solved a question. I will just discuss it with you. A class walked 2.5 miles for a walkathon. How many yards did the class walk? So first, what do we have? 1 mile is equal to 5280 feet. So how many feet will be there in 2.5 miles? We will multiply it. When we are going now, as I told you in the last question, if we are going upward, we multiply. If we go downward, we divide. So same thing, if you are going right side like this, you are converting this to unit to this, you will multiply. But if you are starting from here and you are going opposite direction, you will divide it. So otherwise you can say that if you are going to convert a big unit to a small unit, you will multiply. But if you have a small unit and you are going to convert it into a bigger unit, you are going to divide it. So 5280 times 2.5, I did the working here. It gave you 13200. And there was 1 point, so the last 0 is gone. So it is 13200.0. Now we have 1 yard equals to 3 feet, but we have to convert the feet into yard. Feet is a smaller unit and yard is a bigger unit. So what you will do, you will divide here. When you are converting a small unit to big, you will divide. If you are going to convert a big unit to a small unit, you will multiply. So then here you will divide 13200 divided by 3. Here is the working of this question. So the final answer is 4,400 yard. And we got the same answer with the ratio reasoning method. The Martins family has 3/4 gallon of orange juice in the refrigerator. How many cups of orange juice are there in the refrigerator? So what do we have here? We have a gallon and cups. If we look at the table, gallon, we will convert it into quarts, quarts to pins, pins to cup. As I told you, when we are going upward direction, we are going to multiply. So what you can do, you can just directly pick the gallon. All of them are 1, right? So we can multiply these 3 numbers to get to know how many cups are there in 1 gallon. So what do we have? 4, 4 times 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 8, 8 times 2 is 16. It means that 1 gallon has 16 cups. You can memorize this unit or you can directly just convert it from here. Now, how many gallons are there? 3 over 4. So 3 over 4 times 16. Now, as we know that 4 one time is 4 and 4 times 4 is 16. So what do we have now? 3 times 4? 12 cups. If you don't know this method of cancellation, then what is 3 times 16? That is 48. 48 over 4. Then what you will do? You will write 48 inside, divide by 4. 4 one time is 4. Bring 8 down. 4 two times. So you got the same answer. So either you can cancel, or if you don't know the cancellation, just multiply them and simplify them. So 12 cups of orange juice is your final answer. Now I will tell you how to solve this same question with the other method. So we can do it one by one. First, what do you have? 3 by 4. So we will multiply 3 by 4 with 4. So 3 by 4 multiplied by 4 gives you 12 over 4. 12 divided by 4 gives you 3. Okay, then now we have 3. We will multiply 3 with 2. 3 times 2 give you 6. Now again we have to convert it into cups. 6 times 2 give us 12. So 12 cups of orange juice. So if you use any method, you are going to get the same answer. A grand piano can weigh half ton. How many ounces can a grand piano weigh? So what do we have? 1 ton has 2000 pounds and 1 pound has 16 ounces. So again, what we will do, we will multiply these two to get to know how many ounces are there in 1 ton. 2000 times 16 will give you 32,000. Now we have half ton. 1 ton is 32,000. So how many ounces will be there in half ton? It means we will multiply it with 1 over 2. Multiplying with 1 over 2 is same as dividing by 2. So what is the half of 32,000? Half of 32 is 16. So it is 16,000. So there are 16,000 ounces in half ton. Similarly, in this question, we are given with the ounces and we have to convert it into tons. In the last question, we were provided with the tons and we converted into ounces. So as I told you, see now, where are the ounces? Up and towns are down. I told you when we are going to do upper direction, we are going to multiply. Here we are going downward. So what we will do? Divide. When a smaller unit is given, this is a smaller unit. When a small unit is given, small unit is given and we are going to convert it into big, what you will do? Divide. So we are provided with 48,000 ounces. Now here we have 16 and 2000. As in the last question, we did 16 times 2000 gives us 32,000. Now 1 ton has 32 ounces. Now again, I will tell you, if we are going to convert tons to ounces, we will multiply it with 32,000. But if you are going to convert ounces to ton, what you will do? Opposite thing. What you will do? Opposite of that thing, that is divide with 32,000. So in this case, we are going to divide it. So 48,000 divided by 32,000 gives us 1.5 ton. So if you need my help in dividing, what you can do is, it is 4, 8, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. So you will cancel these 3 zeros with these 3 zeros. You have 48 over 32. Now you can just simplify them. Okay. As we know that it is 16 times 2 is 32. 16 times 2 is 32 and 16 times 3 is 48. Otherwise, you can do long division at any calculation which will lead you to the same answer. 3 over 2 is same as 1.5 or 1 whole 1 over 2 ton. Now this is the same question. As our videos is getting so long, so I just solved some questions before and we can just discuss. 48,000 divided by 16. First, if we go stepwise, okay, 48. Now we are starting from upside because we are provided with ounces. 48 divided by 48,000 divided by 16. 48 divided by 16 is 3, so it is 3,000. Now you will divide this 3,000 with 2,000. Here divide by 1000 means you can cancel the 3 zeros from here and 3 zeros here. 3 over 2 is same as 1 over 2 or 1 whole 1 over 2 tons. Here are the long division workings, so you can check. A scooter practice. Tracy's best trick traveled a distance of 1200 inches. For how many yards did she kick the ball? Express your answer as a fraction written in the simplest form. So what we are given with the inches and we have to convert it into yards. Again, if you see inches are here and yards is here. So what we are going to do? Divide. So what do we have here now? 12 times 3 is 36, 36 inches. 1 yard has 36 inches. Now, if you're again the same trick, if you have to convert the yard to inches, what you will do? Times it. But if you have inches and you are going to convert it backward to yards, what you will do? Divide. So in this case, we are provided with the inches. So we will divide 1200 with 36. It will give us 33.3 yards. That is our answer. They said write your answer in the fraction. So in a fraction it is 33 1 over 3. How? I can just show you here. 1200 and divide it with 36. 36 times 3, 36 times 3, 36 times 18, 1. 3 times 3, 9. Plus 110. 108 times 3 is 108. You will do minus 12 minus 20 minus 8 is 12. Bring the 0 down. Again you have 120, so times 3 is 108. What do we have again? 12. So 12 is left, so I can write it as mixed number as 33 whole 12 over 36. Now we all know that this is divisible by 12 and this is divisible by 12. So this is 33 1 over 3. Okay, so they said write your answer in a mixed number or fraction in a simplest form is mixed number. Okay. Same question you can solve with another method. So first, what do we have? 1200. What we will do? We will divide it with 12 inches because one foot has 12 inch. 1200 divided by 12 gives you 100. Now you will divide 100 with 3. 100 divided by 3, do the long division. You will get 33 1 over 3. So same, you can solve this question easily with this method. In this question, we are going to convert the fluid ounces to gallons. Again, if you look here, fluid ounces is here on the top and the gallon is at the bottom. So we are going downwards. So what we are going to do here, divide. So first, you can convert them all into one calculation. So for that, you can write 8 times 2 times 2 times 4. That will give you 128. So now you can check that 1 gallon has 128 fluid ounces. If you are going to convert gallon into fluid ounces, you will multiply, but fluid ounces to gallon, what you will do, divide. So in this case, we are going to divide 6400 divide by 128, that gives you 50. So 50 gallon is the answer. How did we get 50? That you pause your video and just solve this question and see, see what is your answer. Because our video is getting so long, so I did not solve each step with you. Another trick I can give you, you can here write it as 600 over 128. You can start simplifying it with 2, then again check with 2, and then keep simplifying. Your final answer will be 50 gallons. I have solved the same question with other method. You can check. First, I took 6,400 fluid ounces. I divided it with 8. 64 divided by 8 gives us 8, so it is 800. Then next, it was 2 cups, so 800 divided by 2 gives us 400. Then cups to pints, again divided with 2. 200 divided by 2 gives you 200. Then 1 gallon has 4 quarts, so divided with 8. 200 divided by 4 gives you 50. So divide it with 4. 200 divided by 4 gives you 50, so 50 gallons is your final answer. Our recipe for ice cream calls 56 fluid ounces of milk. How many pints of milk are there in the recipe? So we are given with fluid ounces and we are going to convert it into pints. Fluid ounces to pints are 2 steps. 8 2 times is 16. What do we have? 16 fluid ounces in 1 pint. Again, if you are converting pint to fluid ounces, multiply. But if you are going opposite direction, divide. So here what do we have? Fluid ounces. So we will divide it with 16. 56 divided by 16 gives you 3.5. So 3.5 pint. This is a sample question how your exam question can look like. How many gallons are there in 48 pints? The hint is given that 1 gallon is 8 pence. So we will use this relation. It is 1 gallon. 1 gallon is 8 pence. So here it is 48 pence. So 48 pence. So we will see the relationship that 8, how it became 48. So we all know that 8 times 6 is 48 pence. So 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 gallons. Simple question. If the width of the room is 6 yard, what is the width of the room in the feet? 1 yard is 3 feet. So how many yards are there? 6. So 1 became 6. How? Times 6. So 3 times 6 will give us 18. So we have 18 feet. That is the answer. So in this video, we have discussed the questions from question number 6 till 10. Hope this will help you in revising. In the next video, we will discuss the questions from 11 till 15, and then part 4 will be from 16 till 20.